Reasons behind irritable bowel syndrome. Nowadays, due to the rise of fast foods in the market, this syndrome is becoming common among people who have crossed their teens and above. Though it is a commonly identified problem, people never used to have any discussion about it. The condition of irritable bowel syndrome is followed by sudden painful contraction of the stomach, pain in the abdominal part, constipation, swelling of the tummy and diarrhea. This will lead to great suffering of the stomach and discomfort, but will never leave you in such a bad condition, as it is not a permanent trauma. Though the way people suffer may be more or less alike, the symptoms will differ from person to person. Some people will only have one of these symptoms, like constipation or diarrhea, but most of them come out saying cramping and not able to release feces properly. They also complain of seeing some mucus along with a minimal amount of feces. Mucus, which is present in the body, will help to lubricate the passages for an easy go of these feces or digested food. Those who have diarrhea will undergo the release of feces uncontrollably mixed with water and may go often. Some keep on moving in life along with such discomforts like constipation, diarrhea, etc. If all the symptoms come to an end, it does not mean that the syndrome is laid off, and most people find it quite unmanageable to drag along the irritable bowel syndrome after months of such attacks. Though many remedies have come into the picture, no proper remedy or treatment has been discovered so far. According to the researchers, this may have a connection with the large intestine or large colon, which is quite sensitive to the ingredients of food and a particular type of stress. Thus, irritable bowel syndrome is also known as spastic colon. Some critics argue that the syndrome has an impact mainly related to the immunity of the human body. As the immunity of the body decreases, the syndrome steps up, and with the increase of immunity the syndrome disappears. The person having this syndrome is supposed to have an irregular bowel movement, which is called spasmodic, but some just show a temporary arrest of movement in the intestine. Irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, is often found to be interconnected to the infections caused by bacteria like E. coli, salmonella, etc. in the gastrointestine. It was found that those who develop gastroenteritis also have more chances of acquiring IBS. According to the experiments done by researchers, it has been discovered that irritable bowel syndrome deepens one's stress and anxiousness, which again worsen the condition. Likewise, other symptoms of IBS also induce some type of nervousness and depression. Some of the persons have even been confirmed of causing celiac diseases, which are related to the cavity of the abdomen, which occurs due to the lack of digestion of gluten, a protein, by the digestive system. Wheat flour, barley white of the eye, etc. contain the protein called gluten, which usually helps in the formation of the bread. The immune system of persons with celiac disease reacts to this protein gluten by destroying the tissues of the small intestine. By doing a blood test you can confirm celiac disease with IBS. In the case of females, many suffer from this symptom, and it ranges to the apex, especially when they have a menstrual period. All these predictions are found to be guess statements of irritable bowel movements. The researchers are constantly on the search to solve the issue of irritable bowel movements while finding new solutions and remedies to cure this disease of the roots or try to reduce this condition. No matter what these researches are going on, every person is finding their own way to solve this problem, and many temporary ailments are found out by them. Those mainly include control of the food that usually allow this symptom to emerge again. The foods which may cause the symptoms could be anything from tea, coffee, colas, chocolate, etc. to cereals like wheat-based products. Alcohol or any intoxicant also cause irritable bowel syndrome in a large sense.